What's going on, fam, bro? I want to start this video off by saying that, first of all, I hope you guys are safely trading. I hope that you guys are having an amazing week. I hope that you guys are just trying to find abundance in this world overall. I just want to say, beautiful sunset. You see, my goodness. And we got the raptor getting pieced up right now. But I just want to say, this is just a beautiful week, guys. Try to just take as much in as you possibly can, because we're not going to be here for long. But with that being said, I want to mention that in this video, it is not for beginners. I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to be very vague. If you're a beginner trying to learn more about trading, ask questions, watch this video so that you can learn more terminology, and then ask questions about the terminology. Ask questions on why I saw specific things. Ask why. Just ask why. Ask why and ask why. That's what I did trying to learn. Just ask why and try to figure out more. I'm more than happy to make a full video for beginners on basic things. So just ask why and I will answer. So let's get on with the video. It has been a great week. Let us not deny that. $2,712, I believe, to be exact, off of 2 trades. What I'm going to do is break them down exactly what I saw, so that when you see this in the market, you can also execute just like how I did. So we're going to start off with number 1. We took this one at the very, very beginning of the week, as soon as market opened up as Sunday, about 3 p.m. So about an hour after it opened up. So let's get into it. All right, so let us begin. Obviously, we have to start with a top-down analysis. So what did I do? I go over here to the weekly time frame. I take note. What is going on? I see weekly bullish. Why? Because we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This was a 2-week retracement that I saw as market was opening up from here. So this was non-existent. Fuck, it's my first time using this actually. Shit. So before this candle was formed, I saw a 2-week retracement. Same way that there was a 4-week retracement and then the push. So after a big push, there has to be a retracement for the continuation. We went into our daily. Obviously, we have a strong push. We had the retracement. Did not go anywhere near this low. We caught resistance right at this level. What can I assume? If we go into our 4-hour, we also see this bearish run. We have this lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, very low. And then we catch the continuation of the bullish run. How do we know that? Because from here we had this lower low, this lower high, this lower low. We broke past this lower high. You cannot break past a lower high in a bearish run, at least not on a higher time frame. Higher time frames are more secure. So after I saw this push, I saw this retracement nowhere near the low, and obviously I caught the continuation. If we go into our 1 hour, now where can I dissect my entry? Okay, this is where I was watching the market. Watching it from here, we did not create any new lows on the 1 hour time frame. Very close. These are equal lows, very equal. And just noticing now, we had a left head, right shoulder, and we pushed up. But because we didn't break past this low, I can assume that after we break past this lower high, which we did, we'll find a new high, which we did exactly right here. So this is what I was looking at, and we can even follow the trend here. We had a little bit of fighting between the sellers and the buyers, and then we had this new high. Looking on the 30-minute time frame, I saw and watched this break past the lower high, the lows did not get any lower. As you can see, these wicks are fighting to push back up. They're fighting it. As they did, I got into this trade and I just rode it up. I just waited for the push up. I actually missed this exit, but as it kept doing its thing, I saw that there isn't really, this is consolidation. So as it pushed up, I missed the exit. It consolidated for a little while, didn't go low, didn't go high, until I had this push up here. As soon as it touched my level, I pulled out. I got the 2000 out, and then after that, it just went all the way down. I wasn't really interested in this. I know it kept on going up, but I'm not targeting any level past this. I wasn't targeting it. I was targeting my first level to get my first win of the week. Now the second trade I took on GBP USD. This one on the weekly time frame, from a top-down analysis, we can clearly see this bullish run. We start to kind of fight right here, not make any new highs right about here. So let's take a zoom in. We zoom in, and what do we see? On the daily time frame, what happened? If you know how to read market structure, then you can see we had this higher high push all the way down here, broke past this higher low, creating a new low, but this right here is a level of support. So if it hits this level, we should get a support back up, which it did. I saw that it started pushing back up to create new highs, even if we go in a smaller time frame. So what did we learn from Euro USD? You cannot get higher lows in a bearish run. You get a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, no new low. So we wait, we watch. This was already watched, so we see there is a new high. We see that the higher low does not go lower than the previous, create a new high. The low clearly doesn't get anywhere near the last low. What can I assume? There will be a new high. So let's get closer to dissect. We see the push high. We actually did break this previous higher low, barely though. But on our support level, the buyers did not let that happen. We push back up, no new low, and we push up to this new high. So on the 30-minute time frame, why did I enter? We get this new high, no new low, pushing up past one of our levels. We have a level marked off. As soon as it pushed past this, on the 15-minute time frame, this candle closed above. I took the trade, and what do? We rode it all the way up. So as soon as we got this confirmation on the 15-minute that it closed above our level, we got into our trade and we pushed it all the way up to our next level. I really wanted to hold it until it got to the top, but let's not be greedy. We still got a $720 payout, I believe. I don't remember exactly. And we got out the trade there. It's very simple. Very, very simple. What do we see here once we get to our resistance level? We pushed higher high, higher low, higher high. This becomes the new low. Break past that. We now are consolidating because we're creating new highs, new lows, new highs. And we are just kind of playing around, or not us, the sellers and buyers are playing around here until we get a new push downwards, lower low, higher low, lower low, still playing at this resistance level because this is a level of where the buyers and sellers normally sit at to push price up or down. So you can see lower low, higher low, this is the low, lower low. They broke past this previous high, new low, lower high, and then they just continued all the way down. until now. So this is a very clean trend. I'm either gonna wait for confirmation at this strong level of support or resistance, and then I'll decide on what I'm gonna do in this trade, the same as this trade. Matter of fact, the same as this one. Keep an eye on USD JPY. The thing I like the most about trading is I can sit in my bed damn near naked and just be making money, be clicking buttons, and, obviously make money. It does depend on the size of your account, on how much you make. It also depends on the lot size that you're putting down on that trade. But remember, watch my previous video. Learn risk management. Learn how much you're willing to risk. Learn how much you're willing to lose, so that if you lose it, it is not a big deal. You stuck to your trading plan. You stuck to the strategy, and it was overall not meant to be, but it was predictable. If price were to get to this certain level, then you're no longer interested. You'll take your loss and move on to the next one. So just don't be greedy. Don't start moving your stop loss. Don't be thinking, okay, let me give it an extra space. Let me give it extra space. Let me give it extra space. Give it extra space on the initial entry. And then normally people like, lifting up their stop loss, but I'm not really one to do that. I'd rather just set my stop loss, set a couple alarms, and then just check back on it throughout the day, check on it on my phone, and then, I can close on my phone, makes life easy.